Lakers at Nuggets. Nuggets 7.5. We see the total 223.
Not getting burned by the Lakers again here. I had them plus a 7.5 in game one, and it looked really good up until about halftime. Looked great a little bit before halftime. Looked like they might actually win that game outright, and that's kind of not to go off subject, but kind of how I felt about the Heat and the Celtics in game one. Those types of lines versus good teams and playoff situations for handicappers and professional gamblers, that's usually like it's just in our nature to grab those points. Um, but I just can't do it. I don't have confidence in the Lakers. They looked dejected at the end of that game. They looked great for most of that first half, but the Nuggets were able to take that lead away by halftime. They, fairly easily ended up covering. D'Angelo Russell continued his like it's almost like a mental block when he plays the Nuggets. Shot 6 for 20, 1 for 9 from 3-pointer. Vincent and Dimwitty, neither one of them scored. Uh, the Lakers have now lost 9 in a row against the Nuggets. I think Denver comes out and plays better in the first half. I think that'll be a talking point for the coaches not to let, even with them ending up covering and winning fairly easily. I still think they want to practice, you know, coming out and having a good first half and not letting teams jump on them like that because most likely they'll be in the Western Conference Finals. They'll be playing teams like the Thunder. They may even, play in the finals and go up against a team like Boston. So they're gonna want to, practice these types of things even in a series where they're not in doubt of losing. And I think the coaches will have that as a high priority. So I don't even think the Lakers will, be able to have the first half like they had in game one. I'm not going to overthink this. This to me is just easy. It's the Nuggets and you lay the points.
All right, Joseph Schultz here with Lakers Nuggets in game two. Nuggets laying the 7.5 points. All right, we got you through that three-pack here from the NBA playoffs here on Monday. Now it's time to turn our attentions over to TonySears.com for Monday's action. Of course, Joseph has been on an absolute tear, over 3,000 units of profit for the year. The last 2 years combined nearly 6,200 units of profit. All document. He is the unit leader for last year as well as this year over at TonySpace.com. All right, NBA on the board. 4 from the NHL, also 11 game card from MLB. What do you have going on over at Tony Space?
Yeah, guys, we kind of treaded water the last maybe 3 weeks of that NBA regular season. MLB helped us out. I've always done well there, but I talked about last night about taking a chance, grabbing a more long term package, because a lot of my plays get very good closing line value and I could get you the best of the number a lot of times. And I did see an uptick in, a couple people grabbing something a little more long term and it's already paid out. Like I said, we went 4-1 today. Um, got them on a couple of games where the line moved and we had a better number than where it ended. And I just suggest that more people grab that. I saw a couple people grab a weekly pass this morning, and they already doubled their money for what they paid for that. Assuming that they played $100 units, but you know, I just really encourage people to get something long term. If it's not in your budget, or if you need me to prove it. I understand that. I always put out my daily best bets, just $15. Tony, guarantees profit on those short term things. Um, I'll have a 3-pack out of the NBA. I already know 3 picks. I'll have that out within probably 20 minutes of shooting this video. And there's a huge MLB slate tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have something for there. Haven't quite looked yet, but I always find value in the MLB.
Right, guys, I worked over at TonySpace.com, top unit producer document over at TonySpace.com over the past 2 years. 2023 number one, 2024 number one. When you do the math and add up the units here for the last 2 years, nearly 6,200 units of profit-based $100 unit wager. Fantastic work here, Joseph Schultz. Try to compare that with anybody over the past year and 5 months. It's going to be hard to find the numbers like this in these legit document sites that record keep and make, and obviously use third-party provider to grade the plays. So get on board with Joseph. If you click the link in the description, you'll find his pre and pick packages. Long term will serve you well. As he mentioned, this 1 week pass. There's a lot of volume here in the first round. In the first round, we've got these 8 different series. So this is a great time to get on board with that 7-day pass or even the 1 month pass. Get on board, and we'll save you some money when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can save 20%. Access Joseph's page. Just click the link in the description. You'll land right there, and you'll get signed up. So again, high volume right now with these 8 playoff series from both leagues, and of course all the baseball volume in there as well. All right, Joseph, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
See you later, Tony. Thank you.
You got it for Joseph. I'm Tony T. We'll talk tomorrow.